Good morning. My name is Annie Breglia, and I am here to bring a message forth from Lei Lei, who is a being that you can find out more about if you want to check out the link in the first pinned comment. I am not properly dressed this morning, or I've just gotten out of bed. I have my pajamas on. I am feeling a bit rebellious. However, I am going to go ahead and do this message because it's been a couple of weeks and it needs to be done. It's my responsibility, my commitment. And so I bring forth Lei Lei. Good morning. We are here to talk about rebellion today. And we sense a rolling of the eyes with Annie. And this is fine. Rebellion often contains a rolling of the eyes. And we will open our eyes today as we prefer to do. We are happy to be here. We are happy to have the opportunity to talk with you. We are grateful that you were listening. And we feel a great sense of well being. But we are here to talk about rebelliousness. And rebelliousness is an important matter. It is important to be rebellious at certain times. When things are not right, when things are not as they should be, when you are not respected or heard or perhaps not even allowed to speak, things rise up in you, feelings rise up in you when you are not treated in the manner that you deserve to be treated in. All humans should be treated with respect, even those who have made mistakes, even those who are not at their best, even those who are imperfect in various ways. And um, and so this feeling of rebellion can actually lead to greater imperfection. One might holler and yell. One might make demands that are unreasonable. One might, when one is feeling rebellious, one is not necessarily coming from the highest place. However, it must be expressed. This rebelliousness must be expressed. If you have something to say that is important about anything, war, decisions that have been made, constraints that you are under, um, the fact that it's raining on a day that you wanted to go swimming, you might just be rebellious and go into the water anyway, even though the lightning and thunder are in place. But do not touch the ground while the lightning is striking the water. That is not wise. However, sometimes rebelliousness just is almost a being that must be expressed and released. When one is feeling extremely rebellious, we do not think that it is possible always to hold it in. To hold it in is not the highest choice. Perhaps rebellion brings abrupt opinions and expressions that are difficult for others to hear or be present with. Perhaps the energy is angry or something of that nature. And still, one must release these feelings. Perhaps one can be calm and write a sweet letter of rebellion, but we do not think this is how rebellion works. Oh, we have our eyes closed again. We do not think this is how rebellion works. We believe that we sense that rebellion is a response, a legitimate response to what is at play, to words that have been spoken, to rules that are blocking one, to others others' expectations, as we said, to judgment, to there are so many things that might cause a person to be rebellious, and you all probably know this better than we, and we support you in expression of it. We Perhaps there is a way to mitigate rebellion so it is not so difficult to hear, because it is truly important that one be heard when one is standing up against especially personal betrayal or mistreatment or unfairness. It is important to stand up against these things, and there are ways to rebel that are more calm, but it does not always come out that way. Sometimes one just bursts out in rebellion, and perhaps later you will come with a calm explanation and a list of points that can follow up the rebellion. And sometimes you might have been fired for the rebellion before you get a chance to come up with that calm list, and perhaps it is for the best. One must accept the result of one's rebellion and mitigate it if possible, if desired, or perhaps it is meant for you no longer to be at this position where you have been fired for rebellion. Life tends to unfold in a higher way than one expects. But the point here is rebellion, and we support you in rebelling against unfairness and disharmony that is placed upon you, judgment, criticism, condescension. You understand. You know the reasons to rebel. And this is all we wanted to say today, that we support you in your rebellions, and we support you in your mitigation of rebellions if they are possible. It is good once one is calmed down to take a closer look and see what is at play, what has been created from the rebellion, and whether one wants to have a mitigating movement. And that is all we have to say for today. Blessings to you.